What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube Live. We're gonna be playing the one, the only Watch Dogs Legion. Because I got this in a bunch, I do also have the original Watch Dogs, and I had already owned Watch Dogs 2. So now I have all three Watch Dogs. If you guys want to see more of this, drop a comment down below. And let's get right into this.
Purchase complete.
Hey yo, what?
Menu narration off. Enable text to speech to allow voice narration of highlighted menu elements. On. Me-
Leave it to this normal and hit confirm. So they both barely visible, bet. God, no, I don't have that vision right there. I think like a 20 works. 48 works. I don't know. We'll leave it because yeah. Resistance, but like I don't know about permadeath. No. Yeah, we're gonna confirm it. Leave permadeath off. E6. UFC with no problem. Yo, is that my park spot under camera scouting, bro? Oh, never mind. There it goes. I'll just say why it takes so long. To the person what we play next, or if you want to give me a game that I should play, either let me know in a comment on a stream or a upload, Or join our Discord. It's in the bottom under. It's in the bottom, in the, oh my
London.
god, I can't
What
tell.
a town. History around every corner, and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
Why would you want to tear down beautiful London, like? Why does he look like he wants to be James Bond? We're in the UK. I'ma hop off my boat in my suit. Watch his name be like
Perimeter
Dalton.
security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
Fucking hell.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, he said James Bond.
I'm in. Any idea what we're up against, Bagley?
If you hadn't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
We'll have to sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is.
Perimeter security's back up. South entrance is secure.
That hurt you more than it hurt me.
Goodness.
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that?
The I's and cross the T's, lads.
If I walk in here, do I get zapped? No, I don't.
They've got loads of dead-set gear down here. Now, why do you suppose that is?
What? How did they get their hands on it?
I don't know. But someone wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
Who are these men in black, anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
Anybody who tries to follow me.
Electrical is live. Repeat. Fireworks are live.
Oh, fuck me. The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way.
Bagley, is that not the detonator?
No, but it's a transmitter sending a signal to a device on the floor above us. Safe to assume that would be the detonator we're looking for. Their profiles are heavily encrypted. No identifying information.
Ghosts in this system. They've staged DedSec propaganda all around the bombs. These pricks are going to blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first.
Totally not like they would have heard that.
Right in the House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government.
I found the detonator. And it's definitely live. Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly I'm locked out.
Fuck. Well, we don't have a chance without Bagley.
Wait, I might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises. Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
Fuck's sake. Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door. Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long is this gonna take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
Say hello.
Fuck.
They're on me. I'll try and hold them off.
Of all things, he chose a gas mask.
I'm certainly not too far off. Eyes open.
Bagley, update.
Let's just say I'm both impressed and annoyed by how sophisticated this anti-tamper security is. Still working.
Watch out! Shots fired! Oh, fuck, baby, stop!
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes of decoy code looking for the detonation sequence.
This can't be happening.
Problem, Dalton. I need your physical appendages now.
What's wrong?
There are 3 slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking not. Pull the wire.
If this gets me blown up...
Bombs defused. See? That wasn't so bad, was it?
Bagley, you bastard. You nearly gave me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
Now we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the town conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it...
I can shut it all down. Sabine!
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Our protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, ops, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck. Okay, Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, if this goes...
It won't. I'll see you at the rally point. I promise.
Good luck.
I didn't even realize this was a door. Yo.
Look at you.
Oh, you still think you're here to save London? I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work? Killing thousands of...
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? The plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. Zero Day. It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my God.
A series of explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected.
Mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families.
Okay, really?
and
The
indeed
flowers had to
an
look like
entire
that?
city.
Why are they
London is
flat?
now laser-focused.
You could have done better, PlayStation.
Where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec. Terrorist responses failed. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
Corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
A long overdue cleanup as crime numbers take a dive. Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
As Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the deployment.
News outlets, reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of a few...
Reprimand the public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera. The facts
I would do it. I'd be like, hey yo, put me on camera. Yeah, you. Check it. We're gonna do ASMR. You know, that didn't kill me. It was the other day. Your vision. DedSec are the good guys.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
Alright, now that we're done with our ASMR, haha. Oh, shoot, I forgot the tabs.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
And Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think if anything, DedSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen... Oh.
So what did I just do,
Shit. Situation is worse than I thought. Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
My first 3 operatives. My man's listening to the vibes.
Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
All right.
Auto drive now disabled. You're listening to me, Tash, and fucking your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our
Auto drive now enabled.
To look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from his court.
Auto drive now disabled.
Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we cover national movement become state propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own research.
All units, possible suspect, exiting car. I'm taking fire!
So before the unit fragmented, there was a
gunfire.
This area is being recorded with GBB. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial model where whether you're talking about
Auto drive now enabled.
A smart device or whether you're talking about a broadcaster, the most important thing was to keep you in that environment for the longest amount of time possible.
Auto drive now disabled.
Because that meant money in your pocket. And in order to do that, a couple of things happened.
Control, we are pursuing the suspect. Over.
Manipulative techniques.
Are you pursuing me though? Like,
things that would just keep you
I wasn't titled the best driver in San Francisco for no reason, but
this second is that kind of environment favors sensationalism. And so you got more sensational.
They passed through the checkpoint. Over.
It didn't matter whether they were true or not. It just kept people in and it kept them moving. So we ended up in a situation where nobody trusted anything and nobody believed anything at all. And that is the perfect environment for an authoritarian voice to come in and say, no, Rain, we are the truth. The ground
I'm in pursuit of the target.
When we had suddenly...
Suspect just breached the checkpoint.
Anything that they disagreed with, they would call it disinformation. That's disinformation. That's fake news. And again,
he thought he was getting me. Hit you with that weed. Tree. Hit you with that. You guys are driving. That.
Cut through all of the noise of all of the disinformation that's there. So, like, you know, you remember out on the edges, there was this story about when they would take a house by force, they would take any infants and they would crucify them. And that's a great, fantastic, viral story. How do you counter that story? Truth. The only way you can counter it is by saying, no, they didn't. And of course, no one wants to spread that story. No one wants to hear that story. They want to hear the sensationalism. They want to hear how people were victims of violence when in fact they weren't. Or they were victims of insurgent forces.
Easy.
The news isn't neutral, it's a battleground. Here's media researcher and academic Alfie.
Auto drive now
The
enabled.
media has, of course, been perhaps the key way in which governments have controlled and influenced their populations. So, totalitarian countries have typically used huge mainstream media outlets to sell one
Auto drive now disabled.
one kind of biased news to its population. Of course, the media has always played this kind of key role in the methods of state control. I think what's happening now is perhaps even more concerning, where you previously, in pre-crisis Britain, we had perhaps more diverse voices in the media, but now with the GBB, you're really only seeing one brand of news and therefore only getting one truth. So people end up with a very biased and controlled idea of
Auto
the
drive
reality
now
of
enabled.
the world that we're actually living in. There was, of course, many concerns and many problems, but in a way there were some positive things, that like not all information was coming from one place, and so you'd have kind of far-right media outlets developing,
Auto drive
and
now
then
disabled.
left-wing media outlets developing to combat those, and kind of challenge the mainstream newspapers, TV stations, radios, and make sure people were questioning their validity.
Fuck, shit, bollocks.
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You will have to do the manual override.
As long as I don't have to cut my pant or unlock some ancient blood seal, we should be fine.
Oh, and he's Jamaican? Oh. Yes, my brother. Let me get you.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
Wish me luck.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I remember, I think in the second one, that you can actually walk through that door on your own. I hope I don't fall while I'm on this yoga ball. Almost died. It's okay.
Hello? Anyone there? I better get the power back on.
I gotta walk everywhere. Bruh. You really just made me walk everywhere.
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Sabine sent me. I'm a friend.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want you to know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening anyway. They're listening to everything. They probably know that you're listening to this show right now. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about a massive, unaccountable spy organization.
Ah, that's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
Who could be brazen enough to set DedSec up for the bombings?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for...
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload with...
dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call. Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Well, Ross Clark, I'm glad you're still with us.
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition hit would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
Listen me. As far as London is concerned, DedSec is responsible for the bombings. And anyone still working for them is persona non grata.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me.
Oh, my headphones.
I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Well, sometimes you have to do what's right.
Excellent. New user
Yes,
registered.
Edmund.
Welcome to DedSec.
Yeah, continuous death facts, no Regin.
Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit.
just equip all of them with, because yes.
Hello and
We have a sophisticated...
That. Ooh. Wrench. Yes. Aiden Pierce? Darcy Clarkson? And who are you?
system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
It's very expensive.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a punch at you.
I'll be right down. Could use the warm-up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, nobody's stupid enough to have DedSec in their bar unknowingly, like.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. You'll want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. Just like that. Couldn't have done that better myself.
Goodness.
Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Yes. Nice one. Yes. Nice one.
This is a... Did she just let me, like, finish her like that? Like, goodness gracious. Are you psychotic, miss? Saloni freely give her a knee to the face?
There's only one more skill you need to master. Socialization. The rest of your team has arrived. Why not go and have a chat?
Welcome to DedSec.
I must say, I'm rather looking forward to the experience. Let's go hunt some baddies.
Why did she ever say it like that?
Yo, listen, are you sure I belong here? What if recruiting me was a mistake? I don't even know how to be DedSec.
I'm afraid it's too late. We're learning on the job.
Now that you're all as thick as cyber thieves, Sabine would like to talk to you.
That's crazy. All I wanted to do was change my outfit. Let's see what Sabine has to say.
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
Absolutely. And we'll help take down the people who are exploiting this tragedy.
Albion's turned London into a full-on occupation zone. We're at war, plain and simple.
Meanwhile, Clan Kelly has risen to the top like rotten cream. They need to be brought down.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
First order of business. The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo, have developed a surveillance technology called AR Reconstruction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day.
At least now we look proper, so. Make it seem like we're working with chemicals. Why is he so tense? Like, he's not loose with his body whatsoever. It's sketchy.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
I've located an interesting potential recruit for you. They claim to have recently escaped from, and I'm paraphrasing here, an evil lab. I can't verify that, of course, but their abilities are real enough.
Impressive woman. We should consider recruiting her.
I had the same thought. Wherever they came from, they'll be a valuable asset to the Resistance. I'll set up a meeting for you. I've marked a potential recruit for you. And by recruit, I mean a masked madman who hacked our optic channel and started telling everyone he was in charge.
Well, I mean, I do have seniority.
Who the hell is this?
You see what I'm dealing with here? His credentials check out. Just give him something to do to get him off my arse, would you? All right, I'm flagging a new recruit for you, but you have to promise not to make a mess in your pants when you hear who it is.
Go on.
It seems none other than Aiden Pierce has made his way to London, and apparently he's a friend of Connie's. Is there anyone she doesn't know?
Nice. We should consider recruiting him, you know.
Keep listening, keep sharing, and keep resisting.
Auto drive now enabled.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the Optic and how
Auto drive now disabled.
Lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the Optic
Someone
at the
thinks they're
recent
funny.
Tone
Find out
conference,
who they are.
but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the Optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes. Instead of having to carry around a phone, you've just got this small handheld unit. So much lighter and so much more convenient. It's great.
Vicky, you sound like you absolutely love the Optic. Do you actually think that it's made our lives any better?
I mean, sure, it's definitely made things a lot easier. It's so simple to call someone now. All you have to do is choose who you want to chat to, and they're there, ready to talk. And browsing the web is so much easier. I remember when we used to have to sit down at a computer with an actual keyboard and mouse and type everything out. And my favourite feature is public transport. With the Optic, you can just walk straight onto the tube. It even acts as a passport. No longer do I have to dig around and try and find my old paper passport just to travel somewhere. Also, I thought the Optic's marketing strategy, making it free for people, was a stroke of genius.
Genius. Bloom was really calculated when it was doing that. It was pushing this draconian device on us at all. Sure, everybody flocked to it. There was free Wi-Fi and phone plans. That definitely helped, but it wasn't a case of this is a product that you need in your life.
Why do you hate it so much?
If you're feeling out of your depth or like you could use a breather, you can always call on your new teammates to step in. It's your call.
That's the advantage of working together instead of alone.
If free data didn't permit you, fines and arrests from the state for not having the Optic would pretty much be enough.
I mean, what do you mean by privacy problems? No one really talks about that anymore.
They don't talk about it because we don't have any choice when it comes to the Optic. Yes, it's convenient and mandatory, but everybody's forgotten what it really means. Here, you've got a whole company owning basically all the data about your life. You can see everything that you can see. Nothing is private anymore. There are so many times when I don't want anyone to have a clue about where I am, who I'm chatting with, what I'm doing. It's not even dodgy stuff, but I just don't want anybody to blackmail me with this in the future.
Yeah, I left it at home. Kitchen on the right. Look at that. Yes, I did. It's in the kitchen on the...
I'm here.
In theory, the AR reconstruction should allow me to use various sources of surveillance data to rebuild past events. Access a data relay, and I can scrape all the metadata for this area. That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic wet dream for a test drive.
There's something over there.
What was that?
Taking fire!
Requesting backup.
This is a nightmare.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
It's almost as if you're raising digital specters for the city.
You're right. We definitely need this extremely cool thing I want for investigating Zero Day. Shit, for some reason I can't clone it to our servers. All right, access the network here, and let's see if we can't find out where to nick one.
Not good. Not fucking good.
Located the CTOS hub. Aha! The SIRS has deployed this technology at their HQ, and I've just nabbed their manual on how to set up the system. Now, Scarper, you can't steal their toy if they throw you in the gulag.
Target dropped out of sight.
Ooh, that'll come in handy soon.
Bugley, how can we get you this AR reconstruction tech?
The program is hosted on a server that's on the roof of SIRS HQ. All you have to do is grab the whole thing, then take it to a few high-density locations so I can recalibrate it to the DedSec network and clone my own version.
You have a plan to get the server off the roof?
We need to find someone with access to a cargo or construction drone that can fly it off of there. Perfect opportunity to recruit a heavy lifter to the cause, I'd say.
Got any idea where I might find this heavy lifter, Bugley?
Well, let's put our thinking caps on, shall we? Now, who in London would have access to a construction drone? Could it be a construction worker?
Obviously, Bugley.
Not so hard, was it? There's an active construction yard nearby. I dare say you'll probably be able to find a construction worker to recruit there. Here's the coordinates.
Auto drive now disabled.
And leaving the rest of us short.
So if you're starting hungry, if your parents can't get them to sit and your brothers and sisters have to steal to eat, remember, it's all for the good of our or Clanking, or someone, just not us. But that's going to change. You've been listening to Buccaneer with me, Tash. Keep spreading the word and sharing the podcast. There's enough of everything out there for all of us. We just need the guts to take it back.
In just 3 short years, London has seen 15% of its workforce made redundant, and another 20% are expected to be added in the next 5 years, as artificial intelligence advances on nearly every sector of the economy.
Occupation? Check. Drone? Check. This could be the one.
You seem smart. Like someone who understands what's really going on here.
Are you with DedSec? Because I could use your assistance.
That's what we're here for. What's going on?
Long story short, I owed money, and Clan Kelly roped me into doing labour for them until my debt was paid off. Not the brightest idea I had, seeing as now I'm an indentured servant. Help me clear my debt to them, and I'll owe you.
All right. Leave it with us.
Clan Kelly will bleed our new friend dry if we don't do something. This particular construction site is a money laundering front for a Kelly chapter out of Camden Market. Any record of the debt would be stored there.
Copy.
See, if I had permadeath on, then I would have died right there, bro. I would have been so upset. Oh, hold on. Yo, it has folding mirrors.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headaches. Hello Britain, this is the bug, the show that holds up a mirror to the world and
Auto drive now enabled.
In despair. I'm Andy, joining me as always, Alice, and
I deny everything.
Just a good state of existence. Some good news. At last, there are no medicine shortages, according to the government. None at all. There have been various allegations about that. It turns out they are all
Auto drive now disabled.
There are none. There are no shortages of medicine. Don't take it from me. I'm not a medical supplier. Take it from our beloved government. It's fine. In fact, I'm going to read between the lines here.
Auto drive now enabled.
There's too much medicine, if anything. Just medicines.
Auto drive now disabled.
You can't move for medicine. In fact, just this morning, I tried to pour some cornflakes into a bowl for breakfast, and it helped.
Medical shortages are probably high on lots of medicine that they've been.
Good Lord. Clan Kelly has the whole entire market under control. When did that operation get so big?
You're looking for a terminal or some kind of device that Clan Kelly would have stored the debt records on.
You can't be too far away from them just prescribing stiff upper lip.
My uncle had a leg removed due to diabetes. They halved his insulin because they said there was less of him to be diabetic.
So, anyway, people don't believe what you read or hear about there not being enough.
Don't have the right tool for the job? You can exchange your gadget for a different one that's better suited to the situation.
Do not believe. The news telling you that we've run out of medicine. Nor should you believe the empty shells of pen. They're also lies. Do not believe it.
Hold up. You think you can take me, huh? Hey, hold up!
You're just making it worse for yourself.
Sorry, potential recruit.
Bring him back up.
Alright. Oh my goodness, this car looks so good.
Mary Machines, which is just a lady called Mary telling you you're fine.
Seems your mate took quite a bashing and has wound up in hospital. They won't be available for some time. If you're feeling clever, you might consider recruiting a paramedic to the team. It's a brilliant way to shorten that hospital stay and get your teammate back online.
There's a lot of positives as well with all these food shortages. I mean, we were eating too much anyway. The government's just helping us live healthier lifestyles. It's so hard to die on your own, isn't it? You need the support of a friend, or a loved one, or a government, or collapsing social infrastructure. Positive too, meat, very bad for the environment. So we're actually rebuilding the polar ice caps every time we eat a scrap of lettuce. 3, positive 3, the human.
Not suggesting we get into bed with Clan Kelly, but perhaps we could turn one over to our side.
If you've been doing the same thing 3 times a day, 4, sometimes 7, or even 8 times a day, you're bound to get bored. And also, final positive, no more meal times. Frees up all that extra time for people to get perfect
Control to all units. Possible hostiles near your location.
We are in pursuit. I say again, in pursuit.
Use a pursuit intervention technique.
Spell, nettles, rabbit. That's all we need. That's all we did in the glory days. Everyone around to Nigel.
Who needs to tell you now when it's going to be pickle rubber band?
Received, we are in pursuit.
Who needs a nice cheese when you can eat a lukewarm, unspecified variety of
All
pie?
units, force this suspect to stop.
Sand, nettles, and bits of dead fox. That's all we did in the glory days. Let's make Britain great again. That's all from back today. Good night, sweetie.
Putting an end to the chase now.
Every year, same old rules. Exam results up, opportunities down. Well, here at Ixotec, we believe in rewarding hard work. With entry-level positions, apprenticeships, and conversion courses, we can give you the starting life you've been looking for. Because at Ixotec, we don't just build homes, factories, and offices. We build careers.
You're listening to the bar.
May cause nausea, vomiting, and headaches. You're listening to the Bar, the Resistance comedy show brought to you by the Buccaneer Network.
Units, prepare to stop the vehicle.
I'm excited to be here. The resistance is not going yet.
Danger. Vehicle in critical condition. Please exit immediately.
Terrorist organisation, delete according to preference. Not preference, sorry, delete according to whether or not you work for the government, SIRS, Bloomberg Kellys, or Albion. According to a SIRS official, DedSec is no longer a
we are
threat.
still on the suspect.
Which I guess is true in that it was never a threat in the first place.
Control, I can't see the suspect. Please advise.
Control, add suspect to the most wanted list. Over.
I found an Albion guard who we might be able to win over. We could certainly benefit from their access.
Me as well, mate, yeah. I know. Yeah.
Turn around and move on, or else.
Get away from me, of course.
Control, can I get an ETA?
Citizens are advised to exercise caution due to heightened criminal activity.
Who would send me this? Have a blessed life.
Can I help you?
Security services are on high alert. Please remain calm.
I'll submit my report. I thought I told you to leave.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Leo's busy reporting you to the authorities.
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Let me report you first.
Received. Moving to intercept.
Let's have a decorum about this. I'll just take a quick little photo so they can get a drone to pick you out of a crowd at your next riot or trip to the shops or walk in the woods. And you can input information. So, yeah, well, let's call the phone line.
What's it?
Let's call the phone line. Here's the number, listeners, in case you want to dob someone in, as long as it's not me. 0044 203 807 3832. And don't forget to get the permission of the person who pays your bills before you call the number.
Hey, I'd like to report my co-host Andrew, who runs an underground satirical anti-government comedy show for running and co-hosting
All
an
units,
underground satirical
disengage.
anti-government
Suspect
comedy
has
show.
disappeared.
Also, he does terrible puns.
Well, excuse me, I have a suspect for you. That is my co-host, Alice. I have some evidence for you. She tutted audibly at the sight of an Albion vehicle in the street yesterday. She says she prefers pigeons to balloon drones. I mean, come on, seriously, when did a drone ever crap on you? And what's more, and look, I've no idea if this is true or not, but I have it on very good authority, so please write this down, that she owns not one, but two unlicensed fallopian tubes. Whatever that they sound dodgy.
If I had a crypto for every time someone had reported my floating tubes, I'd have 3. Sure, I think it converts to about 120,000 Great British pounds is the old money.
We'll report back in the next episode about whether or not we've been arrested long term. I mean, no more awkward, rumbling resentments with your neighbours, your colleagues, or what the heck, in for a penny, your family. You just dock them in and be done with it. But I guess it could backfire. I mean, the thing is with a family, inevitably parents and their children, they end up squabbling and, today's Britain, your kids are going to dob you in, so you might as well get in there first and preemptively counter-dob them in to the authorities. Let's call them up again. Hey, I've got someone else. It's my son. Let's call him Norris. He never tidies his bedroom. He gets up late. He listens to illegal non-government sanctioned music. Thank you.
Auto drive now enabled.
Define all your household chores as
Auto drive now disabled.
If they fail to do them, drop them in.
Problem solved.
If you don't do the washing up, do you even want a clean British ethnic?
This is the bug on the back of the ear. Well, the full body. Look.
Oh no!
Castle, that's not a beach.
I'll tell you what I miss. I miss free will. That was fun. Remember that? Was it an illusion of time? I miss cash, particularly coins. I really miss coins. The fun of doing a heads or tails best of 5 to see if you had to go to the gym, and then best of 7, best of 9, and then particularly what that was.
I miss romance, Ellie. I miss there being mystery in life and not just a hope that your new partner isn't good enough at hacking to find out.
Don't have the right tool for the job? You can exchange your gadget for a different one that's better suited to the situation.
One day it will grow into a Tyrannosaurus Rex that will use the Cass family as toothpicks, metaphorically, of course.
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Sky Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broken Tech.
Oi, big man!
Everyone knows her name.
Please, leave me alone. Leave you alone? I don't
While the drones observing your every move might make you feel like you're living in a city-shaped prison, what's bad news for society is good news for DedSec. You can hack those nosy little buggers and use them to scout ahead.
Must have given us the slip.
Dang it. This is rough. Like, that's crazy. I just murdered all those people with one car.
Drone, get to searching.
While the drones observing your every move might make you feel like you're living in a city-shaped prison, what's bad news for society is good news for DedSec. You can hack those nosy little buggers and use them to scout ahead.
What the fuck is this? Unbelievable! Just give up already!
Right, you're going to raise all record of their debt, putting our new friend back into the black and, more importantly, out of Clan Kelly's reach.
Fabulous.
Spread out! Find them! I'm gonna fucking lose it now. That's it! They're gone!
Hello.
How's it going?
Transfer complete.
Where are you from?
Cannabis and fentanyl together at last through the miracle of genetics.
Sounds like too harsh a buzz for me, darling.
Here we go.
We've squared your debt with Clan Kelly. You're free now. I suggest you put more thought into who you become friendly with.
Oh, that's a relief. Despite the typical media coverage your organization receives, you've proven yourselves to the contrary.
Not what I was trying for.
In DedSec, the more the merrier. Care to join us?
Fine. I'm in.
The demands of being a DedSec operative are all consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha!
Operated in streams from there too.
And don't forget about the self-driving cars too.
I always thought they were just running on their own.
No, CTOS is the big control system behind the car. There was a point back in the earliest days of self-driving car technology.
Why did he fall like that?
They used to use a series of sensors to see the world around them. Radar, for instance, would look far off into the distance, while LiDAR would detect objects nearby. And while these cars still use some of this technology, Bloom CTOS and its detailed maps and data that it has on London really makes Bloom be able to take control of it. And CTOS can take control of your car if you're parked incorrectly. It's no surprise that it was made to have self-driving cars.
The system is so bad that it was so annoying. Whenever I try to use one of the shareable self-driving cars,
Okay.
I always find myself stuck in traffic
Let's get some sporty bike.
jams or roadblocks. Not to mention the accidents. I've heard so many stories of cars shunting into the back of others. I think they're worse than human drivers sometimes.
The technology was meant to make things better, but it's so bad that it just makes London even more chaotic than it was before. I'm giving up on the cars. I'm only using the bikes, which are not self-driving.
Why did he ever get out so slowly?
And don't even get me started on the data. Everything that Bloom sees from your movements around the city and the self-driving cars is collected and feeds back into its big information control system.
Oh, not you and Bloom and privacy again. You're a broken record.
I'm not as broken as our city's cars.
You're listening to the van.
Nibbling away on the rotten carcass of a once free Britain.
What does everyone think? Do we need someone with a background in medicine on our team?
It's better than watching tutorials on how to suture your own wounds.
And Alex, out the front page, technology apparently is
She ran over the bike.
But new tech is creating 4,000 jobs. Count them all, 4,000. 4,000 new jobs. Thanks to this new tech investment.
I mean, that's a very exciting thing if you're someone who wants to work in the tech
Why are we up
sector,
here?
but I can only assume that this tech investment has created 4,000 jobs that will immediately be taken by
Miss.
Too funny.
That's the price of progress, I guess.
Back off.
And we have to embrace the way technology is taking over everything, because maybe this is a ray of hope. alternative will in fact render us all obsolete, and we won't need humans at all, because look at the bad things that happen now. What is the common denominator behind it?
I don't know, Andy, tell me.
All the bad things that are happening now, all the bad things that have ever happened, all involve human
Impor.
beings. Always involved whenever anything goes wrong from the very dawn of time. And think of this, an automated...
Straight through the center. I'm okay.
Occasionally in the goddamn country. So that's, again, it's a step forward.
Again, I insist that there's never been a Prime Minister. I've never seen him, I've never heard of him. The only times I ever hear what the Prime Minister does is when nothing happens.
I mean, it has reached the point where, and I've thought this for a long time, we would be better off if the Prime Minister was a watermelon. I think we'll be happy with that.
You hear him being praised...
Unblock me on Discord.
...the times, but the best mark of diplomacy is when nothing happens.
Dream jobs.
Dex.
Very glad that my children studied drama at school, because that has set them up for life in modern Britain. That's the one core skill they need, the ability to pretend that they are living happy and fulfilled lives, that they have jobs that are worth doing, and that they're making the planet
I'll give you guys
a better
safety and
place, that they
protection
control
from the
their
back.
destinies, and that they have even a parody of a private life, and that they can smile.
He got his gun out.
And what drama teaches them to do, crucial skills in this day and age. Of course, it's not just the jobs that have been technologised beyond all recognition. It is all. So, all reality. Thanks once again to Optic. According to Blue, the Optic system is now the most secure it's ever been. And, well, of course, it's so convenient. Optic.
I swear I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought she did not have a top on. I was so
well,
confused.
nice beard.
I'm sure the government has hacked into my soul and now basically monitors my every waking moment of thought. But at least I don't
Okay,
have to type.
I tried to turn, didn't know what I was doing. We're gonna drive through here if we can.
Every day going online to look up how to make a bowl of muesli. And at least I'm putting away my precious mental energies thinking what do I actually.
Optic is so secure, Andy. It's more secure than a teenage girl reading a women's
distract
magazine.
her.
It's more secure than a comedian with a drinking problem. It's
As
more
I
secure
just
than a
go
young
full
man
speed.
who's just got his first motorcycle license.
Finally, before
Right.
we go today, bug off to the Prime Minister, who has once again FRO'd to who knows where this week. He sure as hell is not here in London. I remember back in the day, Alice, when our Prime Ministers were either incompetent or crooked, but not both at once. But actually, no, I can remember them being both at once. But incompetent, crooked, and not even in the company of that is one impressive.
Well, hold on, did she just hop a fence, bro? Yo, she was hard for
He
that.
looks like Abraham Lincoln.
Sorry, mate.
Did I do that?
Listening to the bar.
He just punted a bus onto its side.
Let's hope he won't be shot.
Sisters, this is the Bug, and on today's show, Alice and I will be looking at the big questions, such as, are we less than 2 years away from turning sausage back into a live pig? Did we actually need polar bears anyway? What did they really do? If I put Optic on my dog, can I train it to take itself for a walk and do my shopping on the way home? And is tennis real? No stone unturned! It's a question. No one's really addressed of late. London is going to be safer than ever, Alice. SIRS is installing thousands of emissions. So many stuff.
Yeah, it puts a lot of
He is
fun
no
into
longer
my life.
preoccupied.
I get to play a role-play game where I pretend to know my loved ones better than some twat behind a screen in the SIRS headquarters.
I mean, I guess we should have
Alright, bye bye.
Bye.
We think that similarities, omnipresent, omniscient, judgmental, stripping away your finances and freedoms, dishing out random punishments, feeding a pod. All I need to do, sir, is ban me from eating something. What's it going to be this time? Not bacon again, please. Please, not bacon. I couldn't. Courgettes. Ban courgette. I could take you banning courgettes. I'm happy with that.
Makes me feel important knowing that I'm being watched with everything I do, Andy.
Well, it's just not reassuring, isn't it? It's like having an extra aunt.
This is the aunt that gets drunk at Christmas and vomits in the kiddie pool, right?
Get that on. This is the Bug on the Buccaneer. Let's move on now to sport. Well, the closest thing we have to sport now, riots. I mean,
Hola.
riots my favourite sport now. Alex says they turn the old cricket ground into yeah, rioting it's a great sport. I mean, it's fun for all the family. It's guaranteed action. It's pleasingly violent. I mean, I know the underdogs.
Don't let the T-Tech get away.
Like top-level football have begun, but it's still fun to root for.
Drone, perform a search.
People of Britain. Oh, never mind. You've been crushed by the machinery of the state again. Still, good effort.
James won. Oh.
James
tried to ramp it.
Next time, our luck's gonna turn. I can feel it. It's our season. It's our season.
How are you?
You can't spell riot without right.
I'm good. How are you?
For help, support, and assistance in desperate times.
Hit that wheelie.
Artificial intelligence from Bagley's rogue, estranged brother. The one that tells us does it really as it is pretending to be.
Okay. That was so dramatic.
Remember, life's worse with Buckley. Here goes.
I'm pretty good.
Oh, it's Aiden. Didn't even realize he was like right there.
Hello. You've been trying to contact DedSec, haven't you?
I know who you are. You can hide in plain sight from most people. Most people don't know what to look for.
In DedSec, the more the merrier. Care to join us?
Look, I've never really been into team sports, but I'm gonna be here for a while. And the truth is, I like your bartender. I used to help around on a sort of contract basis. I could do the same for you. If you want.
Lovely.
Hoped you'd say that. See you in the field. Say hi to Connie for me.
I used to stream this on my YouTube channel, but I started doing montages. It's fun.
Who the... Oh, he's here too?
What on earth is going on here?
Is that any way to greet your new boss? I'm fucking with you, come on. Everyone knows DedSec doesn't have bosses. Think of me more as a
Did
cool
I just
older
see
brother
two Aidens?
that you...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. One chilling outside, the other walking out the car.
Hey, I'm just a boy, standing in front of a resistance group, asking them to let me beat up some dudes with a sledgehammer for them. Is that so wrong? Is it?
Oh, for Christ... All right.
Fuck yeah. See you out there, you, whatever your name is.
Wrench is like 40.
What? What? Another one? Another wrench is gonna walk out the bar, huh? Oh, she's here too. I don't even know who this is.
Please tell me you're from DedSec. If you don't tell me you're from DedSec, I think I might actually be crazy.
I'm with DedSec.
Oh, thank God. But I barely got out of that horrible place, and then I got contacted by a Bagley. But it was being really rude, and yeah, it just didn't seem real. But it is real, isn't it?
What's got you all
Cloning
worked
in the
up?
future is great.
There may be something I can do.
Why don't... The rude Bagley said you had a safe house I could use. I'll help you out in the meantime.
Welcome to DedSec.
Wow. One place, I just recruited 3 people for DedSec. That's crazy. He's injured for another 21. Oh. I thought there were 3 Aidens for a second, I'm not even gonna lie. I was about to hit it with, hold up, wait a minute.
DedSec resurgence have prompted Parliament to approve the use of lethal force for Albion contractors.
CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
DedSec terrorists will quickly find that Albion, unlike the police force of this city, is battle-tested and proven in the field.
The Prime Minister's office has called this shoot-to-kill mandate a drastic but necessary...
Hell of a news day. Here, your new gear.
I feel like I'm standing at a precipice. I can't imagine going back to normal work, peers, once I commit.
What's normal when we can be shot on sight for no bloody reason?
I know how bad it is. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. But you're asking me to just walk away from it all.
You aren't walking away, silly. You're fighting all the nasties that will hurt the things you care for.
Right. Okay. I'm in.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Right. Welcome aboard, etc., etc. I'll give you the speech later. Right now, we need you and your big, strong drone friend to get on top of SIRS HQ and steal a server. Think you can handle that?
On my way. Sorry, but I need this.
It's the British way.
Speaking of international movement, Britain has recalled all European ambassadors after a spy scandal. I think this is probably a good thing, because British foreign politicians are always putting their foot in their mouths. How much worse can they do if they're not there? I mean, by definition, the fact that there's a spy scandal means that they were terrible spies. The point of spies is that there's never a spy scandal.
Yeah, let's give credit to all the spies that haven't been in scandals and therefore might as well not exist.
For the rest of those German spies in that SIRS crackdown on the illegals in Hackney. And I think that's a sad thing. I think I used to think of Germans as quite scary, but that was because I'd been watching World War II movies where the Germans all had English accents. They speak in that very, like, precise name. I mean, you know, the Henrys are making you talk, and now Germans all have that American accent, where it's all like, voting to the party, I think a really nice time. Much friendlier.
All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area, over.
Let's keep this by the book, over.
Honestly, I hope. Until next time, bye-bye.
What's that doing there?
Control, we are unsighted of
What are they
suspects,
doing?
over.
If you have questions about someone's behavior, if you see something suspicious, you need to tell us, because we need to know. SIRS. We're looking out for Britain. Are you?
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI systems.
I'm here.
I'll highlight the server with the... AR reconstruction software. It's out of reach, so you'll need to use a heavy cargo drone to steal it.
It's not all bad, I suppose. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Alright, to be honest, they really just let me take that, like... I didn't hear a big old drone hovering overhead, like...
Alright, here's the server. It's loaded up onto your vehicle, ready to go. Get it to the next location in one piece.
Hey, you're talking to a professional here. Don't worry.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
This will do. Remain in the area until I've downloaded enough data to the server. Download complete. I need a wider sample of data, so I'm pushing you the coordinates to a new location. This is brilliant. Look at this. It's compiling data from the surveillance infrastructure. Nearby CTOS drones, civilian optics, CCTV, and then it assembles those scraps into what happened in this location 24 hours ago. Fantastic.
Alright, we're gonna cut up in this thing. Let's go. Mopar baby. Low par baby. Oh, we're taking the truck to Buckingham Palace.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
All right, scraping data from optics, CTOS cameras, microphones, laptops. Say, do you reckon SRS uses this to watch people shag? Fucking hell, do they use it for anything but watching people shag? Transfer complete. I'm missing one last data set. Pushing you the coordinates to the location now.
That bike got double lucky, bro.
Let's find them. Straight away.
I really hope he didn't just die doing that, cause like, yeah.
Be careful, it's taking too much damage. A few more hits and it's toast.
Alright, no break challenge. I can only hold and let go of the gas. No braking. No.
Control, we're in pursuit. Over.
How do you want me to lose him? Alright.
Total the target's vehicle.
We have to brake.
How come every building over here looks like it was built by an evil wizard?
Requesting ambulance at our location, over.
Any sign of the target? Anyone?
Control, put out an APW. Target is gone.
Let me make sure nobody steals your car. Ooh, I see blood.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Oh, no.
Fuckity fucking fuck! Bags! I can't shake them!
Don't let the drones destroy the server before I'm done. Get out of the lorry and take care of them. Shoot them, throw rocks at them, destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying. Just keep them busy until the transfer's complete.
No.
All right, I've got it. Now, can't lug around this server forever. We should probably wipe our prints off it anyway.
I'm listening.
I'll overload the CPUs to cause a power spike and destroy the battery unit. The electromagnetic pulse should destroy both the server and the drones. So, you know, run!
Nothing like staring death in the eyes and saying, "Not today, Satan."
Yes, we're all very impressed that I didn't kill you. But don't celebrate too long. New mission coming up.
I need a bigger drone.
I found a lead that may help us unravel more about Zero Day and the bombings we ate shit for. I've picked up an encrypted signal from the Tone conference site that's been broadcasting on a loop since the night of the bombing. Go investigate. You might even get to try out that fancy new AR tech we stole. I mean, creatively shared.
Just cruising, me and my drone, making my way downtown. This is gonna be a long ride.
Hey, do any of you believe in ghosts? Because if ghosts are real, there are ghosts here.
It's been abandoned for months, so it's a bit hard to see security all over the building that should be undergoing repairs. Seems a bit suspicious, doesn't it?
Oh, totally. Question is, what am I looking for?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
I want the target now. down. I say again, officer...
What the hell? This is it. The signal is coming from this spider bot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
Spiderbot got Texas chainsawed. Why is this here?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction. Perfect. 2 more data relays to go.
Control, we are pursuing the target. Ambulance urgently required at our location. Over.
One more data relay and I'll have it.
Negative. No sign of suspect. Over.
Control, let's put out an APW. We're getting nowhere here.
That should do it. Now, I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from these 36 and... Got it. Go back to where you found that spider bot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Gotcha.
Search the premises. We may have an intruder.
They gotta be somewhere.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload? Fuck, think we'd go back for you? Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Well, there we go. Clan Kelly was in on the bombing.
Looks more like the Kellys were acting as a supplier. This was a handoff.
Well, we need to find out who they were meeting. My money says it's someone from Zero Day.
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Bagley, do we know who was running the spider bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the Spider-Bot is broadcasting. And while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
The cops were watching? Oh, now that is an interesting little wrinkle.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
Oh, cool. Yeah, easy. I'll just quantum leap through a magic tunnel. No problem.
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but Spider-Bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Yeah, sounds good.
There we go. Shoot. Here's drone parkour here.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Gotcha.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
That's Zero Day's thing.
There, hurry. Got all the deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets? Shut it, we're all on need to know.
Damn. Zero Day was working with all sorts of groups to pull the bombings off.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. Zero Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the Spider-Bot, maybe they could tell us more. tracing the Spiderbot serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
Why do the cops keep quiet? They practically have the real bombers.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
Alright, not too far away this time.
They have murder drones now? So Albion's taken over the entire police station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatized goon squad, just take your business across the street.
Never thought I'd say this, but I wish the real cops were here. That was hard.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spiderbot will be further in.
Where to get a camera?
Now what are the odds that's the same Spiderbot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of Spiderbot from the Tone bombing site.
Who was the last user?
Navigate the Spiderbot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
I'm all over it.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. Right, get comfy. This Spiderbot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now.
That's crazy. How? That jump is honestly triggering me now. Like, that jump is makeable, and for whatever reason I can't make it. Like, wow, tell me how I didn't make that, like. Alright, I'm gonna give it one more try where I go all the way to the edge. If it don't work, it don't work. Gotta hit it like that. I guess that's how I was supposed to do it. Wow.
Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Suddenly some corporation could clean up our streets better than the same police force we've had for who knows how long. When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That would be bad for business, right? So those who help me, Albion has our best interest at heart.
If the police could handle their job, Albion would be better. But they can't. Home bombings are perfect example. Honest, lazy, overpaid cops are asleep at the wheel. Well, they're not at the wheel anymore, are they?
You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
Oh, this turn off.
Make it seem casual.
I mean, you're positive? There's lots of good in the world.
Time to get wrenchy.
What? Someone cut the power.
There we go.
Scanning Spybot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Yeah, okay.
What the hell am I looking at?
You must be joking.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
Ah, you have another secret ground station. The adventure continues.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
That wasn't sketch at all. Yo, I don't think. Oh.
Provide such a very valuable bargain service of beating people up.
Auto drive
While
now
probably not
enabled.
Quite as low as the figures suggest.
I don't know. I think they're probably right. Who has the opportunity to commit violent crime these days anyway? The moment you pick up a fruit knife, you get tasered by a robot policeman and deported for looking Bulgarian.
Auto drive now disabled.
It's a much more peaceful society. It's just much less of a society.
I want to know the details of the contracts. Alice Amidov, are they paid per dissident duffed up? Is it a set rate for each extrajudicial state mugging? And what is that rate? What do you think?
Well, they certainly look like they're trying to hit a quota of some kind.
What is the set rate? Is it 99.95 cryptos per bargain? Seems very reasonable indeed. I imagine they don't last too much anyway. Alvin, because it's just so nice to get paid for doing your hobby anyway, isn't it? I imagine it doesn't even feel like work.
I mean, who needs violent crime anymore anyway? You know, you can just starve to death without even starting a gang war.
We do have to ask, exactly what does the Prime Minister make of all this? Let's ask him. Oh, I hope they pick up. Hello, you're through to number 10 Downing Street. Hello, is the Prime Minister there, please? Let me just check. Sorry, you've missed him. I'm afraid he's popped out for the decade. Oh, never mind. Is there anyone else I can talk to? Yes, of course. There's a shady cabal of vested interests who control him and prop him up in power. Great, I'll have a chat with them then.
Oh, Andy, remember when you could get away with prank calls without people coming round to your house to beat the shit out of you?
Oh, happy times.
You're listening to The Bug.
Did you think the Prime Minister will ever come back?
I don't think we've ever had a Prime Minister.
I'm getting out of here.
Won't be so pretty when I'm through.
Don't have Albion out here, I'll say that.
All right, Bagley. I need a way in.
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the Spider-Bot we recovered regularly pings these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
Not a bad place to go if you want to hide out.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
There's a camera.
Where did you go off to?
Somebody tell me what's happening.
Stop right there! Stop!
Hey, you! Back up! I need backup!
The suspect is running!
Man's got you baited.
Get a load of this. What is this? Some kind of secret police cave?
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
What were they working on down here? Was it just tone? Or something bigger?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved. And they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book. Going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
I knew it. It's all connected. Albion, Clan Kelly, Zero Day, they're all in bed with each other. Nasty terrorist bed.
It seems like Zero Day's web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
Meanwhile, people are getting disappeared left and right. Let's put a stop to it.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Hope there's no problem. No problem. You're good to go. Thanks. That's a Huh? Get moving. You can't be here.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly.
disabled. Well, there's no way he's been deported, given how backed up the whole system is. That would mean he's in limbo at the EPC. We should take a look.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're gonna end today. You all have a good night.